Brian back here with a bone Shibaswap. Boy, this thing made a big move today, up 17% here, okay? It did break through the resistance that we were talking about yesterday down here. If you remember, we were talking about this line right here, okay? We were right up against it yesterday, and it broke through it. So that's looking strong right now, okay? If we end up putting a Fibonacci on this thing from here down to the bottom, let me get some more room here. I apologize. Let's pull it down here and see where this thing's at. Okay, looks like it got some more room to come up here, right? You would have expected it to at least get to the 618, possibly the 702 here before it makes a decision if it's going to keep going up or turn over. So if we look at this thing, the weekly RSI still heading up. Okay, now yesterday I talked about a little bit of had some bearish divergence. I believe it was on the lower time frames here. Okay, let's get that off there. If we go through here on the 4 hour, you had this higher high on the RSI and you had the lower high on price here. That's when we were up in this area here yesterday. Okay, it ended up shooting higher. Okay, so that's good to see for sure. This thing is showing some strength, all right, but it looks like it's ready for a correction here. All right, you got the 4 hour getting up there towards the top. Could have a little bit more up room to go. You got the 8 going up here. Okay, so far it got a higher high on the about just the same high on the RSI here on the 8 hour. The 12 hour, you got a higher high on the RSI, so looking good there. Okay, and on that daily, you can see you also got the higher high on the RSI, and we got the breakthrough. That was the biggest thing I was looking for, was the breakthrough on that. Okay, now with the overall big picture here is this wedge. Is it going to break this massive thing? Okay, it's wow. If this thing eventually breaks out of this to the upside, you're looking at a massive move at a bone. Okay, if you let's just get an idea here. If I don't see it breaking to the downside because it would just it would be too big of a move down. Take a measurement of this thing. It's usually this thing could be looking at a massive move, and that's just insane to even think of. But to the downside would make sense. It would put it it would put it way down there. So yeah, this thing's looking good. It needs some volume. That'd be nice to see some volume come in here. You can see decreasing volume, which you don't want to see that's for sure. Okay, you see that that pattern is actually heading down on that thing, when over here it was increasing volume. Okay, so need some buyers to step in here. You got some green candles here. You got some buyers trying to step in and back up this breakup here. Okay, but you definitely, like I said, that 618, that 702, it's more than likely at least going to get to them areas. Okay, that 618 is at $1.38, and the 702 is at $1.54. Okay, now if it hits that 702 and gets rejected there, you're looking at a big A, B, C correction in here, right? So the bigger picture, we're definitely going to start paying more attention to that. Okay, like I said, the smaller time frames, the 12 hour, you got that RSI still heading up. So like I said, this thing probably has some more up room left to it. The 8 hour still heading up. The 4, really it's still heading up. It's at 91 and 74. The 1 hour is a little overextended. It's bearish actually, so you might see a little bit of a pullback in here, like I said, especially with that one the whole way up here. You could see a little bit of sideways action here, maybe a little bit of a pullback, but I'm expecting this thing to head up further. Not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but after that break of that resistance right down here that we were talking about yesterday, that was huge. We were talking about that on yesterday's video, because that was massive. That's resistance that started back in August, and it came down here. It had 3 legitimate touches, and then that 4th one here, and you got the breakout from it. So bone is looking pretty strong, absolutely. If it gets through that 702 and 786, this thing could get real exciting for this thing. So please hit the like and subscribe, guys. If you want to join the channel, there's a link in the description of the video. Or if you want to go sign up for MEXC through the channel, there's up to $1,000 in rebates for trading. And thank you so much for watching my video. I very much appreciate it. Congratulations to everybody out there holding this coin. Looks like it's got some more upside potential here. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.